Introducing first, in the corner to my left, from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 160 pounds, the Amazing Red! And his opponent, standing in the corner to my right, from Oshawa, Ontario, weighing in at 255 pounds, unbreakable Michael Elgin!
All right, Hutch Henry's here with Dustin Perry calling the action.
Great work by our ring announcer, as always. Introducing this main event.
Oh, of course, a professional through and through.
And as you heard, it's between the Amazing Red and unbreakable Michael Elgin.
Elgin been doing some great things on the scene lately, lighting it up in ROH.
And there's the bell.
Gonna be one heck of a match here.
A match that is,
I've never seen.
I don't think it's ever been done before. Now, it could have been, and I'm just not aware of it. But for a guy like Amazing Red, who has made a name for himself in TNA wrestling, and a guy like Michael Elgin, who's made a name for himself in Ring of Honor wrestling, the two come together here at Squared Circle Live Wrestling to give you something different, to give you something that you haven't seen before.
There we go, Elgin in control. Yeah,
And that's a bad idea.
definitely a size difference here.
Where Michael Elgin can match, or almost match, Amazing Red in speed, quickness, and agility, I don't think there's a chance in hell that Amazing Red's going to match the strength of Michael Elgin.
Well, Elgin's made a reputation on strength. Red, the total opposite.
Going to have to keep the pace of this match quick.
Well, you were just saying how quick Michael Elgin is, I'm sure.
Look out.
This is going to be no problem for him.
Beautiful Matrix-like maneuver there. Whoa!
Elgin's spinning around, too.
No one connecting.
2 count there for Red.
Elgin goes for the cover.
2 count again, Mahi straw cradle. Wow.
And that was one insane exchange.
Well, I was excited when this match was signed for exactly those kind of exchanges. I mean, this has never been seen before.
Now, if they have wrestled before, as mentioned earlier, I haven't seen it, not aware of it.
I'm not aware of it.
But the point is, if they have done it before, it hasn't been done often. That being said, these two clearly don't know each other that well inside the ring. Obviously, Michael Elgin knows all about the Amazing Red, and obviously the Amazing Red knows all about Michael Elgin. But actually wrestling each other is a totally different thing.
Well, they've certainly both been on the indies for a while, but the first time they've gone one-on-one.
Elgin's heard all about the high-flying attributes of the Amazing Red.
Wow.
But there's a reason why he's the Amazing Red. Because even though you're aware of some of the things that he can do, you can never really prepare for it.
How can you prepare for that? Basically shotgunning the single leg drop kicks there, and Elgin now out on the floor, definitely hurting, Dustin.
Look out, there goes Red.
Oh!
But Elgin caught him.
Impressive.
Elgin just caught the guy flying through the ropes to the outside floor, and now proceeds to drive his spine into the steel ring post.
Well, that's the weaponry that Elgin brings that Amazing Red does not have, that strength to go along with the speed.
They gotta start calling this guy the Amazing Elgin.
Certainly getting a fast reputation on the scene as one of the biggest powerhouses around.
There's things this guy does that is literally amazing to me. Oh. Slams Red.
Right into the edge there.
Spine first into the ring apron. That's all steel, folks.
Rolling him back into the ring. Elgin, no surprise, in full control.
We're going to go for a cover here. Only a 2.
I'm sure this was Elgin's game plan from the beginning. Keep the match slow. Keep it in your control.
I see the pain on the face of Amazing Red.
Well, he's taking his head off, toss him around the ring, and now looks like he's going to break him in half.
He's in a bad spot here. Elgin really zeroing in on that lower back, the lumbar vertebrae.
Red clutching at his back now. Looks like he's got some serious problems.
Let's ask a guy like Shawn Michaels about back problems and what it can do to your career. Oh! Now imagine Michael Elgin being the one delivering those injuries.
Nice maneuver from Red.
Red with a beautiful head scissors there. Look out!
Elgin out of the way.
Forearm right to the back of the head. You got to figure the ears are ringing now. 1, 2, and no.
Only a 2 count there. Red showing the toughness.
Amazing Red just damn near got his head taken off with that forearm from Michael Elgin.
That is not the first time in this match either.
This guy's forearm is the size of my leg.
Well, give yourself a little more credit, Dustin. You look good.
I know I'm skinny. That's not the point.
What's your point then?
The point is he's a big guy.
Well, definitely a big guy. One of the biggest guys on the Squared Circle roster. And, of course, putting that size to good use all over the independent scene. Look at Red.
Look out. Looks like Elgin going to go for, we've seen it before, the delayed vertical suplex.
Here we go.
By doing this, all the blood rushes to the head of the Amazing Red.
Come on, you gonna give us the squats?
Makes your eyes water. It makes you dizzy. Makes you nauseated.
Oh, yeah. All of that, and then the landing. Oh.
And that just hurts. All that together creates an effective maneuver as he goes for a cover. 1, 2.
Wow, and again at 2.
It looked like he got the shoulder up there.
Just barely, though. I mean, Red has been completely and effectively grounded pretty much throughout this entire match. Elgin has been in firm control.
This is not an enjoyable way to spend a Sunday afternoon for the Amazing Red. When you get in there with Michael Elgin, he's not just there to beat you, he's there to mess you up. And he goes right back to the back. The Amazing Red. Yeah. Pulling on their shoulder blades. Try to rearrange the muscles in the back of the Amazing Red.
Oh, and Red fighting back as hard as he can here and doing pretty good.
Red's trying to power out here.
Yeah, most definitely. And look, he does it, my man.
Using his elbows for some assistance there, but shot right down.
With a big boot to the gut.
Oh, Elgin's going to crush him in the corner here. No.
No. Foot up.
Boot to the cranium. A pair of them this time. Red off the ropes. Flatliner. Tilt-a-whirl style flatliner.
Impressive stuff, but Red too injured to capitalize here.
And Elgin really must have drove his face into the mat there. Or Red drove his face into the mat, I should say. Elgin looks hurt.
Done a number on him throughout this match, but he's gone down.
Unfortunately for Red, he wasn't able to go for a cover there. He may have had him. Elgin looked out.
Both men getting up.
Both men to their feet now. Now
Wow.
Red
Look at the speed.
using that speed and quickness. When Elgin starts to slow down, you can see those shots coming.
And now Red's heating it up one
Look
step
at Red.
ahead of Elgin.
Hurricane Rana. And a drop kick in the corner. Elgin's dazed. Perhaps not dazed enough though. Look at Red! Oh, DDT from nowhere! Cover! Hooks the leg, no!
Oh, so close. And Elgin splayed out with that
Only
one.
a 2 count, and Elgin was very close from being defeated by the Amazing Red.
Well, Squared Circle giving you one heck of a main event here today, Dustin. Amazing Red, Michael Elgin leaving it all in the ring.
Red now looks like he's going to the top rope. This is where Red makes his money.
High Red District, baby.
Dangerous, sure. Unpredictable, you got it. And that's why it's dangerous.
Oh, Elgin, like a cat. Stopping Red right in his tracks, and now it's Michael Elgin who's back on track here.
Ah, headbutt there. Elgin using his skull as a weapon.
Uses his entire body as a weapon throughout this match.
This is not where you want to be if you're the Amazing Red.
No.
You want Elgin on the mat when you're on that top rope. You don't want him up there with you. It looks like Elgin's gonna go down to the mat. No.
Power bomb, possibly.
Elgin hangs on. There's a whole lot of strength there in Elgin. A whole lot of weight as well.
Red.
Uh-oh, look out, look out!
Oh, just delivers him right center of the ring to Uranagi, destroying Amazing Red.
When you get thrown to the mat with that much
Power.
force, there's no way your body wins. Oh, he's gonna suplex him from his knees. Drops him down. Right across his knees. 2 counts with no.
That was absolutely brutal.
Red gets the shoulder up again.
Showing the toughness and exactly why he's been a champ everywhere he's gone.
And Elgin's pounding the mat. Trying to get the crowd behind him, but at the same time, I think he's taking frustration out.
Elgin still looking spry, though.
Calling for the buckle bomb, which he likes to set up the power bomb with.
Gonna be all over if he hits that combo. Put away a ton of guys with that.
Here he goes, got Red up. No, Red rolls through. Go for a sunset flip, bridges up beautifully.
Oh, Jesus.
Delivers a stiff kick right to the midsection. Up and over goes Red. Needs a forearm for its trouble, though. Perhaps an elbow.
Definitely an elbow.
Elgin calling for a forearm, though. Misses. Up and over the top goes Elgin.
All the way to the floor.
No mats down there, guys.
And it looks like Red's going to be going out to that floor in a second, too.
Oh, what's Red thinking? Amazing Red! Corkscrew plancha!
Absolutely unreal.
Over the top rope, taking out Michael Elgin.
Elgin going to have to prove his moniker of unbreakable after taking a maneuver like that. He's got to be broken in half.
The outside official checking on both men. They look like they're good to go, but my goodness.
Yeah, Red already to his feet. Elgin feeling the effects.
A lesser man would just stay down.
Amazing Red grabbing some water here. A little bit of refreshment, a little bit of a recharge before going back in on Elgin.
With the poison water mist.
And poison mist maybe, but to the top rope just like Muda for sure.
Now ascending to the top rope, looking to finish off Michael Elgin. Here he comes.
Wow.
Drop kick from the top. Goes for a cover. Shoulders down.
No.
And Michael Elgin kicks out again. Now Red's got to be thinking what it's going to take to defeat unbreakable Michael Elgin.
Well, a lot of men have tried, and not very many have these days. Elgin getting better every day.
Red looks to regroup now.
This would be a heck of a win.
And Elgin perhaps doing the same.
Oh, another big shot.
Back elbow. Elgin to the second rope. Red catches him with a kick.
Wow, 540 spin style.
Elgin's reeling up there. I don't know what in the world the Amazing Red is thinking right now.
Slow for my liking.
Doesn't look good for Michael Elgin. Perhaps a Frankensteiner from the top. Uh-oh.
No way.
Elgin caught him. Powerbomb from the top. No!
Oh!
Hurricane Rana. 1, 2.
No!
Not 3.
Unbelievable.
Elgin with the shoulder up. After Red went for a Frankensteiner from the top, Elgin countered to a powerbomb, which was countered again back into that same Frankensteiner.
A Frankensteiner, huh?
And I say Frankensteiner because if Scott Steiner ever were to watch this, he'd have my head if I called it a Hurricane Rana from the top, which I did, but I corrected myself. It's a Frankensteiner when it's off the top.
And now Red trying to knot up those thighs. Wow.
And Seguri misses. Elgin just picks the man up right from the ground into a bridging German suplex. This could do it.
No, again out.
Only a 2. Red kicks out again.
Both of these guys, maneuver after maneuver, showing the toughness. I gotta say, I'm jaw-dropped here at the stamina of Amazing Red.
I don't know what it's going to take to defeat the Amazing Red. At the same time, I don't know what it's going to take to defeat unbreakable Michael Elgin. You are watching Squared Circle Live Wrestling, live from the Class Act Theater, or the Live Act Theater now it is, I've just been told. The Live Act Theater in Whitby, Ontario. Just east of the beautiful Toronto, Ontario.
Here we go, set him up again for the powerbomb.
And these two superstars just destroying each other in there, leaving it all on the line.
Oh.
As Elgin catches Red with an enziguri.
Wow.
Codebreaker. Red's still on his feet, though.
Showing the toughness, not quite on his feet.
Or a knee. Either way, still vertical.
And he still seems to know what's going down.
Look out, look out. Nope.
Sliding off.
Elgin blocks. Oh, no.
Whoa, look
Small
at that.
package. Shoulders are down.
So close.
Elgin gets up
Connects.
right into a spinning kick right to the jaw. Someone check the front row for some teeth.
No. Out of the way, Elgin. Unbelievable, these guys.
Oh, Red now on the middle rope. Perhaps going for the code red. Code red. 2 and 3.
No.
Michael Elgin just kicked out of the code red.
I have never seen that before.
I don't remember the last time someone kicked out of the code red.
I have never seen anybody kick out of the code red. Unbelievable. Michael Elgin and Amazing Red putting on a show for the ages here at Squared Circle Live.
Where do we go from here? Where does Red go from here? I mean, where does Elgin
Looks
go?
like he might be going to the top ropes where he's going from here. No, going for some water.
Red getting some refreshment in the corner.
And like I was saying, top rope.
Almost trying to psych himself into this. I don't know what he's thinking, but Elgin's already back to his feet. I don't think he knows.
Elgin's intercepted him off that top rope lots of times.
Pair of blocks. But Elgin's kick wasn't blocked.
Well, his MO has obviously been to keep Red off the ropes as much as possible.
Elgin now
We know what's going on here.
setting up Red
Big suplex coming. Yeah.
for the apron suplex, it looks like. He's going to suplex the man all the way from standing on the apron.
Oh, baby.
Oh, it's a long way down. 1, 2, 3.
No!
And not 3. 2 and 7/8.
This may be one of the greatest main event matches I have ever seen here at Squared Circle.
But again, Elgin calling for the buckle bomb.
Oh, it's got to be all over if he connects.
Uh-oh, look out, look out, look out. Buckle
Blam.
bomb. Oh, no, Red rolls him up.
No, no.
Red rolls him up. Red rolls him up. It's only
So close.
2. Spinning back fist.
And again.
Roaring elbow. And here it is. Power bomb. 1, 2, 3.
Unreal.
Michael Elgin.
Winner of this contest, unbreakable, Michael Elgin.
Michael Elgin finds a way to defeat the Amazing Red.
Doesn't get much better than that.
But take nothing away from the Amazing Red. That was one hard-fought battle that at times could have went either way.
This was definitely the best match of the year for sure. Out of the park.